Hello everyone, welcome back to my JE Physics channel. Today we are going to learn very important application of Ampere's law, and in this video you will understand that how useful this Ampere's law in finding the line integral, and you will really appreciate the Ampere's work for Ampere's circuital law. So before going into the video, this is the channel preview. My viewers knows it very well. If you are watching this channel for the first time, please subscribe and hit the bell icon for the new notifications. At the same time, join me with Telegram channel, My JE Physics. Okay, so just in the Telegram app, you search for My JE Physics. So channel will appear. Just join in that. So all updates you will get in Telegram app also. So let us quickly get into the video concept of Ampere's circuital law. So now we are going to see that here the advantage of Ampere's law. So in your books maybe you solved finding the magnetic field of an infinitely long wire, maybe solenoid, maybe toroid, by using the Ampere's law. But whatever I am going to discuss here, that is something different. So let us see what it is actually. So now in this concept we have to find out integral b bar dot dl bar. So along this circle, now this circle is in xz plane. This is in xz plane. Now you can see that. Okay, so I made a diagram so that you will get better visualization on the planes. Okay, so this is the semicircular wire. Whatever blue line is there, this is the semicircular wire. It is carrying the current I, suppose. If it is carrying the current I, okay, and this circle, or not circle, I mean semicircular wire in the x and y plane. Wire is in xy plane, but whatever circle is there, that circle is in the xz plane, and the radius of the circle is r by root 3. Okay, and I'm taking that current is going in this direction. Okay, so whatever semicircular wire is there, don't think that it's a broken circuit. It's a part of circuit. I mean part of what they say that terminals will be extended from here, will be connected to battery. So it's a part of circuit. Whatever semicircular part is there, that is a part of circuit. Now what is our task? Our task is to identify integral b bar dot dl bar, which is a line integral. Along what? Along this circle. In what sense? In the sense whatever I have shown. So the sense is clearly given here. Okay, so this is the sense. In this sense only we want to identify. We identify the integral b bar dot dl bar value. See, always this line integral has some sense to identify. So this is the question, integral b bar dot dl bar value you have to find out by using the due to this semicircular current carrying wire. So now you can pause the video and you can work out, okay, on this line integral. So really you feel tough to find out even magnetic field at a point. Suppose if I am taking, this is the one point and this is the other point, this is the other point, these are the different points. If I take, the magnetic field changes, okay, changes its direction, and you will find really tough to identify the magnetic field at this place. That means solving this integral b bar dot dl bar directly is not that much easy. So then what Ampere has done to us, or what Ampere has given a logic to find out this line integral, so that we are going to see now. Okay, so this is again a finite structure. As it is a finite structure, we cannot apply the Ampere's law. Ampere's law is mostly fails in finite structures. Ampere's law is valid for all infinite structures. Okay, so if I follow the same, so then I can write down that integral b bar dot dl bar, okay, is equal to mu naught into I enclosed. Actually this is the Ampere's circuital law, right? So when this formula can be applied, in two ways we can apply. The first part is what? Whenever wires are of infinite. If wire is of infinite, then I can apply. Okay, and other one I can write down for closed current carrying loops. For closed current carrying loops also I can apply the Ampere's law. These are the two places where we can apply the Ampere's law. But Ampere's law is not applicable for the finite structures. Okay. So now the question is, we have to find out the line integral along this circle which is in the xz plane due to wire in the xy plane, semicircular wire. So then how to do it? Okay, so I don't want to go with magnetic field at each and every point of the circle. So that is not the way I am doing it. So then what is the other logic I am going to apply here is this. Now what I am doing is, so as I know that I can apply the Ampere's law for closed parts, closed circuits. So what I did is, here I closed it. This is the one straight wire I have taken. You can see this orange wire. Okay, if it is carrying the current I, now orange one will carry the current I downward. So something like this. Okay, so as I have taken the orange wire extra, straight wire, which is having the obviously 2R, radius of this wire is R, then this will be 2R, and the radius I have taken as this is R by root 3. Okay, na? So as I have added this orange wire, straight wire, diameter, along the diameter, then I can apply now Ampere's law. Why? Because now it will become a closed loop completely, semicircular wire. Okay, semicircular wire is closed. So now I can apply the Ampere's law, which will give us integral B bar dot dl bar is equal to mu naught into I enclosed. So according diagram, what is the enclosed current? The current whichever passing through the circular plane, whatever along which we want to find out the line integral. So that current I is passing through it. Okay, so that's why I can write down simply this is mu naught into I. But whatever line integral I got here, so now I can apply the Ampere's law. Whatever line integral I am getting, this is the line integral due to two parts. Integral B bar dot dl bar due to straight wire, which is along the diameter, okay na, plus integral B bar dot dl bar due to circular wire, semicircular wire, which is required to us. This is the part we require. Is equal to, I can write down mu naught into I. Okay, so now this is the part I require. Okay, so if I am able to find out integral B bar dot dl bar value due to straight part, then problem is done. So that is the advantage of Ampere's law. Okay, so this is the part I require. In the question, this is the part given. So if I am able to identify integral B bar dot dl bar value due to straight part, then question is done. Okay, so for that what I am doing is, now I am going to identify so line integral or integral B bar dot dl bar value due to straight part only. I have taken only straight part here, which is having the radius R and R. Okay, so to find out the line integral, I require the B value at circular place, and we know the radius is R by root 3. Okay, so now I have to find out the magnetic field due to straight parts. So then if I am adding them, okay, so if I add the ends, so they will make some angles. So what are the angles they are going to make? They are going to make some angle alpha and beta. So of course alpha and beta are same. Alpha is equal to beta, you will get. Okay, so even we can identify the alpha and beta also. So what is the alpha value? I can write down tan alpha. I can write down as tan alpha is equal to R by root 3. Then tan alpha value I will get root 3. Then alpha value is equal to 60 degree. Okay, even beta value also you will get the 60 because of symmetry. You can understand. Okay, but I want line integral. In what sense? See, actually we are going in this sense. So that is the sense along which line integral is required, which is given in the question previously we discussed. So as I want to find out in that sense, okay, now it is carrying the current in downward sense, then how the magnetic field I will get? I will get the magnetic field sense, and you can see from here, if it is carrying the current in downward direction, then the magnetic field sense is like this. Okay, this green color whatever animation is there, rotation sense is there. In similar way, you will get the magnetic field direction also. Okay, so magnetic field direction you will get in this way. Okay, but what is the sense in which you are finding the line integral is opposite to that. So if I take any small part over here, if I take any small part here, how the magnetic field is? Magnetic field direction is tangential to the field line. Whereas what is the dl vector? Dl vector always to be taken along the sense you are moving. Okay, so then B vector and dl vector both are opposite to each other. So you will get 180 is the angle. So throughout the circle you will get the same thing only. So before that, to find out the line integral, first of all we have to find out the B value. Then how to go for B value? B value I can write down mu naught I by 4 pi d into, we know the formula, sin alpha plus sin beta, magnetic field due to straight wire. Okay, so the magnetic field value I can write down mu naught I by 4 pi into, what is the d value is equal to r by root 3, okay, into 2 sine alpha I am writing because alpha is equal to beta. So then I can write down the b value is equal, magnetic field value is equal to, this is root 3 mu naught I by 4 pi r, okay, into 2 sine 60, because alpha value 60 already we got. Okay, so now what is the b value I will get finally? Root 3 times of mu naught I by 4 pi r multiplied with, this is root 3, 2 sine 60. So you will get finally b value is equal to mu naught 3 times mu naught I by 4 pi r. So 3 mu naught I by 4 pi r is the magnetic field value. Now I require the integral value. So for integral value I can go that like this. B vector is in this sense, or B magnetic field line in this sense, and what about the dl sense is? Dl sense is something different. Dl is in this sense. So I am moving in this path, both are opposite. So that's why integral b bar dot dl bar is equal to, I can write down integral b into dl cos 180, because b and dl vector both are opposite each other. So we know that b is same everywhere, you take it out, and 180 minus, and integral dl means addition of all these small parts. What are the addition of all these small parts? Will give you periphery, which is minus b into 2 pi into r by root 3. So because what is that? This radius is, circle radius is r by root 3 as given. So then I will get minus of b value is 3 mu naught I by 4 pi r into 2 pi r by root 3 I will get. So which I will get it as minus root 3 mu naught I by 2, okay, 2 pi r by 4 pi r. So I will get the 2 in the denominator. So this is the what that line integral value due to what? Due to straight part. But what is the required thing? Required thing is line integral due to semicircular part. So we know that line integral, so I will go another way. Okay, so line integral b bar dot dl bar due to straight part, line integral b bar dot dl bar value due to circular part, semicircular part. C means circular part, S means straight part, is equal to how much? Mu naught I. Due to straight part we know, now it is negative because it is opposite. So minus root 3 mu naught I by 2 plus required value, which is integral b bar dot dl bar due to curved part, is equal to mu naught I. Now take this term on that side, then you will get integral b bar dot dl bar due to curved part, semicircular part, is equal to mu naught I can take common, 1 plus I will get root 3 by 2. So this is the line integral due to semicircular wire. See, this entire phenomena became easy because of Ampere's circuital law. Otherwise it would have been more tough than what we solved. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoy the video, then please do like it and share with your friends, and definitely I'll meet with one other important topics in the next video.